6:40 on a Thursday morning, though. I can't stop looking at that Perry Skycam over there because this time next week, first day, it's going to be filled with hundreds of people for the fair.
That's
Cannot
right.
wait. The giant Ferris wheel is going to be going up in the next couple days.
Exactly. I was thinking this time, a week from now, I'm going to have the camera pointed to the south because the Ferris wheel is going to be up. They've got some stuff out there on the midway, and the big slide is up already, but they've got a lot of work to do between now and then. Here's a live look down there at the fairgrounds this morning. Notice the flag. It's waving in the wind ever so slightly. We do have a light breeze out there. Temperatures are in the 60s, and I was saying earlier, it would not surprise me to see maybe a city or two dip down into the 50s before we begin to warm up as the sun comes up shortly before 7:30. 63 in Macon, 61 in Forsyth, 60 in Monticello, 62 in Eatonton, 63 in Dublin, 64 in Rochelle this morning, and 65 in Unadilla. Unlike yesterday morning, we have a dry radar picture across central Georgia, and as we work our way through the day ahead, I expect we're going to remain dry. When you look out to the west, there's no big weather system coming our way. What's up in Kentucky and the Nashville area is going to stay up there, and what's down along the Gulf Coast and the Atlantic Coast is going to stay in their respective spots. So we are smooth sailing here. 70 in Montgomery this morning, 58 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Into the mid-70s by the noon hour back here in central Georgia. And then by the time we get later in the afternoon, we're going to get into the low 80s, and that's about it. A mix of sun and clouds. I think we see more sun than we saw yesterday. Not a whole lot of it, just a few patches of blue sky. Then into the night tonight, cooling off down near 60 once again, maybe mixing in a 50-degree temperature as well. But then we're going to warm up for Friday afternoon. In fact, I think we are going to be in the low 80s by the noon hour, which is our high temperature for the day today, which means we're going to go even hotter than that tomorrow with, again, a mix of sun and clouds. Probably a warm tailgate hour for the high school football games and a warmer than last week game for Friday night this week. Here we go into Saturday morning, mid-60s across central Georgia before we're back in the 80s once again for Saturday afternoon. The humidity, it's still going to be noticeable today, not as high as it was yesterday. Low 60s for today and through the weekend for the dew points, but then we're down into the 40s for Monday, so really dry stuff on the way next week. 86 for Saturday, 84 on Sunday, partly cloudy skies on Saturday. We'll call it mostly sunny on Sunday. If you're headed out to Auburn this weekend, it's where UGA is playing, we're going to be looking at temperatures in the 80s, so a relatively warm day out there just across the time zone line. So note that all those times are in the Eastern time zone. Sunset is at 6:28 in the Central time zone. 33 days till Halloween, 56 days till Thanksgiving, 84 days until winter, just in case you're counting, and that means 88 days until Christmas. At the bus stop this morning, maybe a light jacket, low 60s is what we're doing out there, 77 for the recess hour, a high temperature around 82, and a fairly nice afternoon. I was able to get away without a jacket this morning. You're certainly not going to need it for the afternoon with the mix of sun and clouds and temperatures a bit warmer than they were yesterday. Also, thinking about heading up Interstate 75 to Atlanta tonight. Truist Park, the place to be. The Braves and Cubs hoping for a sweep, looking for temperatures in the 70s, giving way to 60s. First pitch is at 7:20. Here's your 7-day forecast. Not a whole lot to talk about. Mid-80s for afternoon highs, temperatures near 60 for the overnight lows. October begins on Sunday. Going to keep that going right on into next week.